I guess. What else did you read?
I read another book. I've seen it around. You had recommended it as well. And I needed a G for this
Let me
one.
guess. G.
Mm-mm,
Green
but
Bone? I can't
I
count.
needed a G, but I had to do a little work to get to the G.
Okay.
So I had to
So
read another book.
and something like that or no?
So I had to read
a couple books to get to it?
I had to read one book just to get to the G book. So I haven't
Oh.
started the G book. I just finished the first book. But it started with R, so I can't count it as like in my ABC. I read Red Rising. I read Red Rising. It just in the past couple days. I started it Friday, finished it this morning.
That second book is gonna make you ruin the ceiling, bud. And it's gonna make you Golden Sun is
started. I was gonna start the first chapter, but then I was like, no, I'll go into this podcast.
10 out of 10.
You think this book here is a 10 out of 10?
That's a 10 out of
yeah?
Motherfucking 10. That's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah?
In my opinion. Maybe 9.8.
I'm excited.
It's very, very good. It's my second favorite series of all time. Did you hear what I said? Number 2. And as you can see,
did tell me things like that.
As you can see, it's not from the first book. I think the first book's good, but dude, the second book shits down the throat of the first book. It is that much better.
Dude.
And the first book rocks.
I really like the first book. That's a good thing to hear. Oh, I really dude,
okay, good.
So I'm telling people how I'm reading Sun Eater and shit, and you see it kind of online. So in my head I'm like, oh, this series must be kind of like similar to Sun Eater. Like it must be something like it. So I kind of had, sci-fi. So I'm like, oh, let's see what I'm gonna get into. Let's start this. I want to read the G for my G book. I was presented with a whole world and series that is its own thing entirely and vastly. I don't even know why Sun Eater and this are like in the same.
I'll tell you why, because it's the two modern sci-fi series that are fucking incredible. I mean, that's the only reason why.
They're both very different, and like I had Sun Eater. Here's this one, but like I think that's what got me was like it was just so much not what I was expecting at every moment that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. This is pretty cool setup. I will say there was maybe like one or two twists that I did think was like, is this what this is? But there were a lot of moments throughout the whole book where I was just like, whoa, I didn't know this is what was gonna happen. Whoa, I didn't know. Like he really kept me on my toes, kept me interested pretty much the whole time. The first chapter, much like any fantasy or sci-fi series, is always confusing.
The first chapter, I will say this series really quick before we get into the first chapter. If you're gonna read it, don't read anything about it and don't read the back of the book because it gives away too much. There's a gigantic spoiler that happens at the beginning of the book that makes this really hard for me to recommend to people without spoiling it for them. Because it's what this world is. But for me, I had no idea what this was about when I first read it.
Yeah,
and these two big spoilers that happen. I know
exactly what you're talking about.
There's two big ones. They happen, and I was so hooked immediately.
Yeah,
now, there's things I don't like about this book that we'll get into, but these 2 points that we will get into, I was just hooked forever. I'm still hooked on the series. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's going to get made into a show, and the show's going to have an obnoxious budget. The budget is huge for this show.
Really?
Allegedly.
I feel like the first
allegedly
season
9 figures.
Doesn't need that much of a budget, but that's just my opinion.
Just wait.
Oh no, I imagine once it gets to
it turns into
this book, I bet. But the first book, the whole time I was thinking like this doesn't even really need to be a sci-fi book. Like I'm not really picturing. It's very modern. Like
let's get into it. I apologize. Let's get into it.
So I don't know how to talk about much of this book without giving a spoiler away.
I can do it. I've done it 6 times in the last week recommending this to people.
Okay, do that real quick then, and then we're going to get to spoilers.
You're starting with your character named Darrow. He lives on the inside of Mars. He is a not a hell diver. That's what I keep thinking of. I forget what they're called exactly. Do you remember? He's a driller.
He's a hell diver.
A hell diver. Okay, he's a hell diver. I can't believe I still got that in the brain. He's a hell diver that drills into Mars because they're mining Mars. And they are told, he and his people that are inside of Mars, they're told that they are the people that are helping Earth and humans expand and leave Earth and take over the solar system. and they live through really shitty conditions, and life isn't great, and food is scarce, and all those things you can imagine. And he's married to a woman, and he's got a family, no kids. And so it
Dream.
feels like so much longer than it really is, but it's only like 40 pages before it starts to like pop the fuck off of, oh shit, what is happening?
Yeah, but it packs a lot in those first 40 pages.
Oh, I mean, it's like to me, I thought it was like 100 something. It's 40 pages of
once it hit like
that.
chapter 5, I was like, what's going on?
So I think that's all you can really give people without spoiling anything.
Without any of the good spoilers, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't read the front cover of the book, and I'm glad I didn't either.
Yeah.
I really just was like, I'd see it. I knew nothing. I knew fucking nothing other than this was the other sci-fi series. I grabbed that book and I was like, check it out. Let's read it. And I actually started the audiobook. I listened to the first 2 chapters because I was like doing work. So I was just listening to it and I read when I could. And it just gets to that point. So I'm just going to hop into spoilers. When it hit that he came to the realization that Mars is fucking occupied and everything's good, I was like,
it's not just that it's occupied. It's that the
it's
world above
thriving.
Mars is a futuristic super society, and he and his people are the slaves of that society.
I will say, when I got to that part, I was like, oh,
so
fuck.
That's a little bit on the back, but even also, obviously, that's the biggest point of the story, is that none of them know this. They live on the inside of Mars. None of them know that is happening. Yeah. And then
they have like false skies and they like holograms, like to give them representation of like a world.
So then he and his wife see the world for what it really is outside, and they are punished for this, and his wife is killed. That is what's on the back of the book, and I thought that was fucking crazy.
What? That's put that in the book?
On the back of the book. It's on the back of the book. Or it says on the back of the book, it's like, he must get retribution for his wife. Like, dude, the first quarter of the book, his wife is alive.
Well, but at the same time, though, I will say the whole time I'm reading the beginning of that book, I'm like, this bitch he's got a wife. She's dead. She is so dead. So fucking dead.
Yeah, his new one's better anyway.
I was not shocked by her dying.
His new chick's better.
I do like Mustang. That's about as Virginia.
So, to carry on the story.
Well, that's the thing. I at no point knew where it was. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm starting this series. He's sneaking in to the Golds. He gets his whole world changed to become this secret agent to invade the Gold Society and like fight from within from the fucking Sons of Ares, this terrorist organization. There's your Final Fantasy VII. And he's got to go to this institute. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, okay, this should be good. Like another school type of series. I'll read another one of these type of things. Like
no.
Because even The Name of the Wind, I love that book. And it's a school, like he goes to an academy. And my saddest thing, knowing that this next book, he's in that academy the whole time. I'm like, oh, I thought I didn't know this was going to be a whole fucking school thing.
For Name of the Wind?
Yes.
You're saying? Oh,
so like I'm going into this just kind of like another school.
Fuck that
like,
series. We're talking Red Rise.
Let's see how this school thing goes.
Yeah.
And just like you kind of just start figuring out like, oh, this whole book is gonna be like Hunger Games but with armies.
Yeah. Yeah, my only criticism of the book is it is obviously very derivative of Hunger Games in that
Which is
book.
fine. I do not think there's any... Because, like, it's not even... Like, I don't even want to say it's Hunger Games. It's just, like, Hunger Games is the best thing I can compare it to. It does its own thing. It's So you're sent into this academy that is started off with an amount of time.
Battle to the death with somebody.
Battle to the death, but with, immediately you fight a guy to like get past the first thing. So you have to kill somebody. And then they put you into houses. And then you all go and you get a plot of land and you fucking invade each other. And every piece of land has like different things that area of the world would make them better at having resources. Yeah. It was fucking good, dude. It was so good. Like the fact that this book is going to make that one look bad. I was really
First book's
impressed.
The worst book in the series by a mile.
Okay, then. Well, I'm glad to hear that because I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's so good. The Reaper is all time.
The arcs, the way he sets it up in like different chunks of the story, like I love how the first like part of that is just war between just House Mars. It's
Yeah.
just them fighting each other for a chunk
Figuring
of the
their
book.
own shit out, right?
But and it's so compelling. But you know that like, well, it can't just be them this whole book. Like we got to move on to other people. And how it consistently moves on to the other people and how certain like things get found out about or way things happen. I was just like, yeah, I want to see this. It really is. It's called Red Rising because the book continuously just like rises. It just keeps going and going and going until it's over.
I haven't read this one in 3 years.
Yeah.
The series is incredible. The last book's going to be coming out next year. I cannot wait. That is a reread for like I'll reread the whole series.
I got
before
some
it comes
work
out.
to do. I plan on at least doing the first trilogy here in the next couple weeks. And
the first trilogy is very different than the next set of books. I'd say the first trilogy is somewhere between YA and adult fantasy, and then the second set of books is much more adult driven.
Well, that's the thing, man. The way this story went,
very easy to read those first 3 books. Very easy to read.
I'm so compelled to see where we continue going from here because it's got to be different. It's got to be like the one thing that sucks about Hunger Games is it does it 3 times.
Everybody other than me, that's their favorite book in the series.
Red
that
Rising?
One you're holding.
Oh, this one
that's their favorite book in the series. Everybody other than me.
It's not your favorite?
But
you said it was 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's so good.
I guess I
like the second group of books more than the first group of books. Okay. But that's not everybody's. I don't think everybody feels that way at first. But my God, that book right there starts to. I think that book starts to really tell you what the series is because the first book. So like, here's my criticism of the first book.
Yeah.
Okay. It starts with, and it's not a criticism. It's like, I guess it is yours, but it's his first book series, man. Like, he deserves some slack, is what I'm saying. So I'm not like being a dick.
Pretty goddamn good then.
Well, it's the only thing he's gonna write for a while, it appears. And I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
write
dude,
more.
I'm
depressed that it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Well, he is already cut. He actually just came out 2 days ago, and I've watched a lot of interviews with this guy because I really like him. But I won't get into
handsome fellow.
I really like this guy. He and he loves anime. So he's Pierce Brown. He
good looking fellow right there.
But he's gonna make.
I was impressed. I was like, you don't see a lot of good looking fantasy guys.
So he really wants to do. He talks about how he's got so many other stories in this world that he could tell, and he's correct. And as you read, you'll see like that is a fact. And they're making an announcement in like a week and a half. I think it's the 15th. And I'm pretty sure they're going to announce an animated series for it, or like a manga comic type style for the series not of Red Rising, of side stories. So I'm excited. Yeah, not really of the series itself, of side stories. Stories that aren't going to be told otherwise.
Yeah.
So they're either going to be I'm guessing they might be, like comics.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I would say it'd be very bold of them to make an anime of like these side stories from a book, something that's just a book series.
Well, 100% they are. He said that he has had 9-figure budget offers for this fucking series. How sick is that? That's crazy.
Only knowing the first book, I'm like, yeah, I believe it, and knowing that it gets better and it evolves.
So my only criticism of the first book is, so at the beginning you're like, hey, we're gonna do a fucking rebellion, and it changes Darrow. Changes him into a gold from this little puny red. Reds are starved and they're little and they don't have food, and they turn him into like a giant fucking machine of a gold. They make him beautiful and perfect. And you're gonna do a revolution. And then he goes into the school, and the school, like, I guess this is the difference, is the school is just like this little thing in the world that's happening, and the revolution isn't really happening for most of like the time he's in the school. He's just trying to survive and put things together. Now it's all very important towards developing him as a person and character, but you're not really fixated on the world as a whole or this revolution. And then of course at the end, him overthrowing the school obviously is important towards the revolution. But then the second and the third books, now you're really getting into the scope of this whole world and what it is and how they're going to overthrow this. And it fucking
everything you said other than like this plot specific things is how I feel about the first 3 books in the Sun Eater series too. So that gets me really excited. Because I like when I like a first book a lot and then the second one just is like totally different but really fucking good.
It's so good. And Yeah, it just, even as I'm saying it, it is very important to have him in the school because it's where he learns a lot of like how to
Well, the school is
handle
awesome.
people.
If we're gonna do a
The,
school thing, I had a great time. It
the
wasn't
school is
school.
awesome, and
They
I
just went
enjoyed
to
it.
war. They made warriors out of
Love
themselves.
it, and I enjoyed it.
It's
My only
great.
thing, again, is that I wanted
Severo,
revolution,
what a
and it
bro.
feels like you're working towards a revolution, and then he goes into school, and that's not revolution anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
no.
all.
You just get
But
more into the revolution. But like, it's the
but those
early
characters in the
seeds.
school are the main characters of the book series for the rest of the book series. It's, you know what I mean? It is.
I'm so curious to see where so many characters go. I'm like, which one of these ones are gonna help the rebellion? What are we doing here? Who's gonna be a good guy in the end? Like, I
Well, what do
can't
you have
wait.
going on right now? I don't know how the first book ends exactly with
Oh, the
each
first book
character.
ends and they
With each
just
character,
win.
the only thing I remember is him overthrowing the school. You learn
He goes
who
to
somebody's someone is. You learn who somebody's certain
yeah.
family member
Mustang
is.
is the whatever. She's the Archduke's daughter, and she's the
Okay.
Jackal's sister. That's like the big twist at the end. I kind of expected that was one of the twists that I was like, I bet she's like related to this Jackal that the Archduke is.
And Severo.
Severo is
Okay.
I love Severo, that little fucking wolf motherfucker. Oh, him and his when you find out about his dad being Fincher.
That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get across.
That was
yes.
I was like, whoa, I didn't see that twist
That's what
coming.
I was trying to get to. Yes.
There's so many little things like that. Yeah, him being his son.
So this
Severo.
is my college roommate. This is his favorite book series. Not even a question. His number one, and Severo is his favorite character.
Severo's pretty dope, man. He's one of the ones that I'm like, he better end up being like cool and fighting with the Reds, because there's like that other twist in the first book. So I mean, there's so many things that keep happening that like you don't have time to get bored of where the story's going because you're just like back on your toes again. When you find out that Titus motherfucker was also a Red that got like carved and sent in, I was like, holy fuck, we're going Attack on Titan levels of like other invading units of people. Like, I was like, where are we gonna go with this? And you don't really go anywhere with that, but it's gonna tie in. I like
it because it also shows, taking it like a little bit higher, is it shows the scale of this rebellion. And also I like it because I think it gets talked about more in the future, but it is true where Darrow's like, or maybe he talks about it right then, that he thinks he's really special. And it's like, no, they'll, like, your own rebellion will fucking get rid of you. Like, here's Titus. Here he is right here. He's part of this. This is a guy they pulled out all the same, just like me. And he's here. It's so good. It's so good. Darrow is he's an all-timer.
Darrow's a great, like, I was writing notes about that. And we haven't even got into it. As a main character, I love him. He's very unique. He's very like, he's such a Vegeta. But like the main character,
my favorite.
You know what I mean? Like he just cocks the fuck.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
I just came up with that too. I didn't think it as I was reading it, but now as I was saying it, I'm like, he is not what you expect your protagonist to always say to people.
The fucking Reaper, baby.
He's the Reaper. He is the Reaper, dude. Have you listened to any of the audiobook?
No.
It's a fucking like Scottish Liam Neeson sounding motherfucker, like a young Liam Neeson,
okay.
and it's just like. It gives him that fighting Irish, fighting Scottish like type of vibe when he's like bloody fuck. Like it's so good. So like it blends with his character. You just feel him as like the Mars folk is fucking.
The Reaper's my second favorite character ever. That's a fact.
Reaper.
He can't be Randolph Thor, but fuck.
I just want to say, you know what my favorite things fantasy series do? Or sci-fi fantasy, anything like that? They give a character a fucking cool nickname. I love cool nicknames. The Dragon Reborn.
And he's got a cool ass weapon, dude.
Oh my
god!
Like, what are we talking about? Half Mortal. We got fucking the Reaper. I just love a good nickname. Even the side characters have nicknames, and I'm like, I can vibe with nicknames. Nicknames help me. Goblin, Severo. I like nicknames. Help me get characters.
Mustang is a
Mustang, Virginia. Yeah, dude, love it. The Reaper, cool name. He's a cool main character. You really believe he's gonna do? And the thing is, like. And I'm sure in later books he'll have more like failures, but like in this book, other than like one time he takes like a hit and dies a little, he is just kicking ass.
I don't know. He's kind of the fuck. I'm gonna tell you, he's kind of the fucking man.
Whatever, then I'm fine with that too.
I'm just fucking around. He is the fucking man, though. And I'm all about that. Some people don't like a perfect character, like that he's so good at everything, and I'm like, dude, I love it. What are we talking about?
I've seen him come from shit. Like he died and came back to life. Yeah, he can pop off. No, Yugi.
Too perfect.
It's good to
Yeah, I
have a
get it.
blend. It's good to have a good blend of like main characters that are like Naruto, main characters that are like Yugi. We got a main character that's like Vegeta, and
He's good enough. He's good enough where the last book could make me like him more than Rand al'Thor.
wow.
He's that good.
Wow.
And what's great about this series
and
too,
I haven't even got to the good stuff with
what
Rand
I'm so
al'Thor,
impressed with, so books 2 and 3 are fucking incredible. Some people didn't like book 4 as much. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
Iron
5,
whatever.
huh?
Iron something.
Iron Gold.
Iron Gold.
Yeah.
Ooh.
5. Ooh, 5's good. And then 6 came out 2 summers ago. 2 summers ago. And it is my favorite book in the series thus far. So, like, I think as a writer, he's only getting better. Yeah. I really do.
That's good. That's so good to hear.
I think it's so impressive. You know how I feel about that. I've talked about that kind of stuff before. It's Iron Gold, Dark Age.
Yes.
And then Lightbringer.
I looked into it.
Unbelievable.
Do they get much bigger? Like, do they say the same like size of book, or
they are bigger?
They are bigger.
They're bigger only because
that's okay.
Again, no, this is important. This is a very important distinction between the first 3 genuinely are between YA and adult fantasy. And I think why people maybe didn't like book 4 as much is it is a big shift. Maybe not, to me, a very noticeable shift to, hey, this is really adult fantasy now. Like, this is high level adult fantasy with like impeccable writing. Like, in my opinion, by book 4, starting in book 4, his writing is just like, God, he's good, man. I like Pierce Brown a lot. I've listened to a ton of interviews with him. I love him.
I'm sure by the next time we do a podcast, I will have finished both of the at least 2 and 3.
Don't rush it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride. Don't rush it.
Well,
I just want you to just enjoy the ride.
I am enjoying it, but I do. My plan is to get this one's Golden Sun. This is my G, and then M
Morning
is
Light.
So that's my M. So I'm trying to get both those done this month.
Fuck, they're good, man.
I'm excited.
And I'm so busy this month too, so I probably won't be able to read them. But yeah. God, they're good. I'm so glad you liked the first one.
I did. I liked it.
I thought you would, but I understand
what it caught me off guard.
I understand why
it's derivative. It caught me off guard.
I understand where some people could be a little like, hey, this is very Hunger Gamesy. For me personally, they do their own
thing with it.
The second that those 2 twists happened of there's an outside world and EO dying, I'm all in. I was so in. I thought it was that good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, as soon as I found out there was that Mars wasn't
you're like, what is this about? Like, is this
You're trying to figure out the world through through his lens of what it is. Right. So you're like, okay, they've explained how this world works.
And I think he did well at making you give a shit, because then he's also talking about like how Darrow's got problems with snakes in like the drilling, and the drill gets too hot, and like there's a whole story that happens with him drilling, you know?
Yeah.
And
it just becomes something else entirely.
What I like too is that the beginning of the book too, Darrow's really into I think it's important throughout the series, but thinking back on it, if I remember correctly, he is like, he just wants to be a family man. Like, he just wants to go and do his job and come home to his wife, and he is happy to do all that.
Yeah.
And goddamn, does that all change? Because he is just so happy. Like, he's he's just like an everyday guy, and he turns into the fucking Reaper, dude.
The Reaper.
Turns into the Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking rocks, man. It's super fucking rocks.
We'll probably get more into detail another time for sure, because there's a lot about this book I do want to talk about, but we should move on to our main topics for tonight.
Yeah. Lots of time.
So we'll leave Red Riot. So yeah, I read 2 books that you had I knew you liked. I was looking forward to telling you I read them.
How'd I do?
Life goes on.
How'd I do?
How'd you do?
On my recce's, on my recommendations.
Oh, dude, double kill. Bam, bam. Two good books.
Hell yeah. Right.